up, DC Nation? Welcome back to another video on the Batman 2004 animated series. Today I'm checking out Season 4, Episode 7, titled Artifacts. Now guys, the last episode was one of the best episodes of the season, and honestly one of the best in the entire series. Strange New World, with Hugo Strange gaining the mind of the Dark Knight and convincing him that everyone around him was a zombie, a mindless drone. Just the psychological horror that the last episode brought was so dope, and the animation was really good as well. So, the last episode, really good. Will this episode top the last episode? Will it be at the same quality? I hope so, and I'm excited. But before we get to the episode, make sure you follow my socials, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. They all have the same username, lowercase DC_enthusiast1. Also, go check my website, DCenthusiast.com, where you can watch all my full episode reactions, including the one for this episode. And yeah, guys, your latest reaction to the Batman starts now.
We seem to have found definitive proof that ancient Gotham's legendary Batman, long thought to be a myth, actually existed.
An urban legend. So this is say in the future. How far in the future, though? Actually, makes sense now, like, dude, alright. So, we're in the future, the Batman is gone, he's just a myth. He's an ancient relic of old Gotham City. Gotham City is obviously going to be different, futuristic. We got these two characters, I don't know who they are. Will they be prominent in this episode? Maybe, maybe not. But hey, I always love the future of Batman Beyond, so whenever another future for Batman is presented, I kind of compare it to that. Well, I compare futures of the Batman mythos to Batman Beyond and Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns. So, I'm pretty sure they're not gonna go the Batman Beyond route. If they do, that'd be really dope. Like, dude, that'd be crazy. If we get a Batman Beyond, a version of Batman Beyond on this show in this universe, that'd be really cool. But if they go the Frank Miller route, that could be cool as well. Or maybe something entirely different. But if they do anything different from those two, I don't know, I'll be less likely to enjoy it. I'll be a little more nitpicky, because I feel like Batman, like, if you go to the future of Batman of Gotham City, it should be either with Terry McGinnis or an older Batman, like Dark Knight Returns. Older, bigger, like a Brute, you know? Dark Knight Returns is one of, if not the best Batman story of all time. So if you choose to do that feature, you gotta do it justice, and I hope this episode does that. That was the Batmobile, right? Gotham City 2027. You know what's funny about this? Dude, so this show came out in 2004. This is the 4th season, so this episode probably came out around 2006, I believe, maybe? That makes sense, 2006, 2007. Actually, probably 2007. So they decided to go 20 years into the future, 2027, which I'm watching this episode 2023. 4 years off of the time this so-called future would be active. It's just great. Like, always when I watch older shows and when they decide to go in the future, it's always 20 years. And if you're closer to that marker, it just makes the episode, like, watching it more interesting. I don't know, something about that. It's 2023, 2027. I just like that. How close it is. How close we are. Dark Knight Returns, Batman. Yo. Dude, he is yoked. Man, okay, I didn't think he'd be that big. Well, now I think of Dark Knight Returns. Yeah, Batman is huge in that storyline. When you think of the Dark Knight Returns animated movies, like Part 1 and 2, some of my favorite DC animated movies, like those are so good. He's huge in that. Here, though, to think that the Batman in this show, the one we watch every episode, turns into this guy, that's just crazy to think. He looks so big. My guy gains like 100 pounds of pure muscle. He's not Robin at this point in time. The show came out in 2004, so it's before all of that.
After all these years, you're still
But, dude, Nightwing, I love the design. But I do know that, okay, we had the Nightfall storyline in the 90s. then Knight's Crusade, Knight's End, and after Knight's End, we had Prodigal, which kind of set up Dick Grayson maybe becoming Batman. That was like the first storyline that hinted at Dick Grayson becoming Batman. And that was like end of the 90s, beginning of 2000. So the writers of this show and the creators, when they were thinking about this episode, I'm guessing it seems like they're going with the story of Nightwing becoming Batman, you know, passing on the torch. When the creators were thinking of this episode, they probably read the Prodigal story and got some inspiration from it. Or maybe they just thought, you know what, it's natural for Batman to get old in the future and pass down his mantle, the cape and cowl, to his sidekick, Robin, who is now Nightwing. It does make sense. It's a natural progression, but a lot of writers don't really see that, especially Batman writers nowadays, but hey. At least this show understands, or at least I think they do. It seems like they do. Alfred's wheelchair. And here is Wait. No, it's Oracle's, but still. Alfred died at this point. Wait. Alfred! Pennyworth.
I'm certain he's fine, all right.
Yeah.
Thanks for the ice pack, Freeze. All you did was numb the pain.
Okay, let's go.
1,000 years. You can't still be here.
What? Wait. He say wait 1,000 years? It's been 1,000 years since 2027, so it's 3,027. So this ain't Bruce, unless Bruce got immortality. Or maybe this isn't 1,000 years. I don't know, I'm a little confused. I don't think that's Bruce. Is that Dick in the Batman costume? Has the cape and cowl been passed down? That'd be cool. I did not expect that. Dude, I did not expect that. That's actually pretty crazy. I thought it was gonna be Dick in the Batman costume, but then Mr. Freeze said 1,000 years, so I was like, okay, what's actually going on here? But now it's way in the future, and all these people who are working for the Commissioner now can turn into Batman and keep the Dark Knight's legacy going on. Like, keep it... Wow. They kept the legacy going, and Batman... Dude, Bruce planned 1,000 years ahead in case the mission was not over. That is... Man, Batman's got the ultimate prep time. He's ready for anything, and that's why he's the best superhero.
Time changes nearly everything, but the mission and the legend of the Batman lives on.
The legend of the Dark Knight. Dude, such a cool statue. Okay. Pretty good episode. Like that went in a very unexpected directions. A direction, yeah. Crazy. I did not expect that at all. I really thought they were going to do okay. Like, the beginning, I saw a little coming, like, okay, they went the Dark Knight Returns route, but the idea to, okay, have Nightwing show up, Barbara is Oracle now, you got an older Batman, an older Dick Grayson who's Nightwing, an older Barbara Gordon who's Oracle, Mr. Freeze is back, a futuristic Gotham City 20 years in the future, a Dark Knight Returns, Frank Miller style tone. Like, it all made sense. But then, we went 1,000 years in the future, and these people who work for the Commissioner, the GCPD, 1,000 years in the future, now keep the legacy of the Dark Knight still going, and they defeat Mr. Freeze yet again. Mr. Freeze can't catch a break. He cannot outlive the Bats. No villain can outlive the Bats. And Gotham City never loses its protector, its greatest protector, its Caped Crusader, its Dark Knight. So yeah, I really like the tone and the theme of this episode. Like, I thought it was gonna be passing down the torch, which it kind of is. Like, it's not really passing down the torch, it's just keeping the legacy alive. And that final shot of the statue, that was really cool. Like, I thought it was really dope. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about this episode. Like, the episode was good. Like, animation, top notch, going into the future, cool idea. Mr. Freeze, great villain yet again. He's different from the Mr. Freeze that I love. It's not my favorite interpretation of Mr. Freeze, but still a cool version. And yeah, there's a couple cool shots in this episode, like Nightwing, when he showed up, I got hyped. When we saw Batman for the first time in this episode and he stood tall and heroic, that was dope. And the actual twist, so unexpected, as I've said multiple times already, but that's about it. Like, it was a great episode, but what I think would have made it a masterpiece would have been just focusing on Dick Grayson, Nightwing becoming the Batman. I think that would have been a lot better. Like, I still like this concept and this idea for this episode, but like, I was expecting a little more, I guess. Like, I was expecting a masterpiece, but I thought it was just a solid episode. I think last episode and the first 2 episodes of the season were a lot better, but I still like it. I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10. It's a stellar episode. I recommend it. It's not the future for the Batman mythos I would want. As I said earlier in the reaction, I prefer Batman Beyond and The Dark Knight Returns, that story. This one kind of Dark Knight Returns style, but it veered in a different direction. Now, I do commend the writers of the show for going in such an unexpected direction, but that direction, it's not my favorites. It's good, but not great. But yeah, you guys, some of your thoughts on this episode down below. What you think about the twist? Would you rather have this episode focus on Dick Grayson, Nightwing, becoming the Dark Knight? Do you think that would have been better? Comment down below, like right now. Would you rather had a Dick Grayson focused episode, or did you like the idea they went with? But yeah, guys, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. New to the channel, make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on my next The Batman reaction and review. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and peace out.